All right, so proving the quotient rule. The way that I'm going to go about this, and again, this fits in that category of I know how to do this because I looked it up this morning before I came to class. All right, that's ultimately what it comes down to. So if I've got this function f of x divided by g of x, I am going to name that q of x. I'm just naming that function to be q of x. There's nothing calculus there. And then if that's the case, then that means that f of x is equal to q of x times g of x. Again, that's all pre-calculus, right? Ultimately, what I want is the derivative of q of x. But the way that I'm going to get there is that I'm going to take the derivative of f of x. Does everybody recognize that f of x is a product? How do you take the derivative of a product? Yeah, you take the... Guys, help me out. How do you take the derivative of a product? Make me feel like I have value. I've been doing the product rule all day in class today, and I'm recording this, and I'm going to put it up on the internet, and then it's going to, anybody that listens to it is going to sound like, wow, that guy must not be teaching his class anything, because when he says what's the derivative of a product, nobody says anything. Making me look bad.
The product rule.
How do you take the derivative of a product? Okay, so f prime is going to be the first times the derivative of the second plus the second times the derivative of the first. So that's going to be g of x times q prime of x. Now remember, what I'm after is this. I want to know what q prime of x is. So I'm just going to do some algebra right now and solve for q prime of x. So this would be that g, and I'm also going to stop writing the of x's. So I'm just going to write f and g and q. So g times q prime is going to be equal to f prime minus q times g prime. And then I am going to divide both sides by q. No, by g. So I get that q prime is equal to f prime minus q times g prime divided by g. That doesn't look like the product rule yet, but it kind of looks like the product rule. Sorry, that doesn't look like the quotient rule yet, but it kind of looks like the quotient rule. The next thing that I'm going to do is use my assumption. I don't want q to be in the result, right? So I've got q over on the right side. So I'm going to take this and substitute it right there. That makes this thing be equal to f prime minus f divided by g times g prime all divided by g. Now, this is a compound fraction. So if I multiply the top and the bottom by g, then I will get that q prime, which is the derivative of f over g, is going to be equal to g times f prime minus f times g prime all divided by g squared.